The wind whispers across the highlands of Kenya, brushing over golden grasses and towering acacia trees. The sun dips behind the shadow of a looming crater, the Menengai Crater, vast and silent. In the stillness of dusk, the silhouette of a hill comes into view, shaped unmistakably like a man lying on his back, sword in hand, facing the heavens. They call it the sleeping warrior. But legends say he is not alone. There are many more, slumbering beneath the surface, locked in an ancient curse, waiting for the day when they will rise again. This is the legend of the sleeping warriors of Kenya, a tale of glory, betrayal, magic, and the eternal watch of spirits bound by honor and vengeance. Let us take you back to the beginning. Long before the concept of borders, Kenya was a land of rivers and mountains, of stories passed down by firelight and carved in the memory of the land. The Maasai roamed the plains as herders and warriors, noble and fierce. The Kikuyu farmed the forests and hillsides, their lives entwined with the rhythms of nature. The Luo fished the waters of Lake Victoria and traded with the coastal Swahili kingdoms. But this story centers not on the well-known tales, but on a tribe lost to time, the Enaari, a mysterious warrior people said to have once ruled the lands near Lake Elementaita and the Menengai Crater. The Enaari were unmatched in battle, feared even by the Maasai. With their obsidian spears and crimson cloaks, they were said to vanish into the smoke of battle and reappear behind their foes. Their chieftain, Karanza, was a man of vision. He dreamed of a united land, free from war and strife. But power is a dangerous ally. The rival tribes, Maasai, Kikuyu, and Ogiek, saw Karanza's rising influence as a threat. In secret, they formed an alliance, not to defend their people, but to preserve their dominance. Peace was not yet ready to be born. The year was unknown, measured only by the cycles of the moon. Smoke curled into the sky as the Enaari prepared for what would be their final stand. The allied tribes moved swiftly, encircling the Menengai Hills. Karanza, sensing betrayal, gathered his warriors at the edge of the crater, where legend says the veil between worlds is thin. The battle raged for days. Thunder cracked the skies though no storm came. Blood soaked the soil. The Enaari fought with unmatched fury, but they were outnumbered 5-1. In a desperate act, Karanza climbed to the peak of the highest hill and raised his obsidian blade to the heavens. He called out not to gods, but to the spirits of the land. Let my warriors not die in vain. If death must come, let us become the mountain. Let us protect our land in eternal sleep. Lightning split the sky, the earth roared, and then, silence. When the dust settled, the battlefield was gone. In its place were hills shaped like warriors lying in rest, arms across their chests, spears in hand. The Enaari had vanished. Thus, the legend of the sleeping warriors was born. Menengai Crater is no ordinary geological wonder. Spanning over 90 square kilometers, it is one of the largest volcanic calderas in the world. But locals don't speak of its size, they speak of its spirits. They say you must never visit alone. That people walk in and vanish. That some hear the chanting of warriors late at night. That fires burn where there is no wood. The Kikuyu, who inhabit much of the land around the crater, have long regarded it as sacred and forbidden. They believe the spirits of the Enaari walk there still, guarding their oaths, waiting for the day they shall awaken. An ancient Kikuyu tale tells of a woman named Wangari, who entered the crater in search of her missing child. She returned days later, dazed and gray-haired, though she had been only 30. She claimed she had seen a city of stone beneath the crater, filled with silent warriors asleep in golden armor. Her village exiled her, fearing she had been possessed. Not all feared the curse. There were those who sought its power. In the 1800s, colonial explorers and missionaries recorded stories from locals about a secret cult, the Endanu, who believed they could awaken the warriors through blood rituals. They offered sacrifices, animals, and perhaps more. They believed Karanza's final prayer was not only a plea but a promise. That the warriors would return when Kenya was once again in danger. In the 1930s, British troops stationed near the crater reported missing patrols. Rumors of ghostly warriors riding through the mist spread among the African soldiers. Many refused to go near the hills. A missionary journal tells of a horrifying night in 1938 when the skies turned red and drums echoed from the crater though no tribe lived nearby. The next morning, strange symbols were found etched into the soil, glyphs no one could translate. Even today, Strange things happen around Menengai. 2011. A geologist from Nairobi University disappeared while studying seismic activity. His drone was recovered. Its final footage showed a shadow moving across the highest ridge, where no human could walk. 2017. A group of hikers camping near the rim claimed they saw figures made of smoke, walking single file through the valley at night. 2020. A boy named Mwangi was found wandering the hills after being lost for 3 days. He was unharmed, but kept repeating in Kikuyu, "They sleep until the sky cries." Some believe the sleeping warriors are awakening. In 2023, an archaeological team discovered obsidian blades and old armor fragments buried in volcanic soil. Carbon dating placed them over 800 years old, yet the metal used in some pieces did not match known compositions. Scientists were baffled. Shamans were not. They said the earth was bleeding memories, that the past was surfacing, and the warriors were stirring in their sleep. An elder named Muthi, over 100 years old, said, "When the fires in the crater burn blue, and the lake sings, the Enaari will rise again. Not to conquer, but to judge." In 2024, a child was born in Nakuru with a strange birthmark across his chest, the shape of a sword. He never cried. As he grew, he began speaking of things he could not know, names of hills, ancient tribal words, and the war that ended the Enaari. He claimed he was Karanza reborn. At age 6, he vanished during a visit to the crater. His parents searched for weeks. Then, one night, the mother heard drums in her dreams. When she awoke, a note had been carved into her wooden door. "He is with us." The oath continues. Now, in present day, the signs grow stronger. Thunderstorms gather over Menengai with no meteorological explanation. Seismic activity rises. A strange hum has been recorded in the crater, like a chorus of voices chanting in rhythm. People have begun fleeing nearby villages. The cult of Endanu is rumored to have returned, gathering near Lake Elementaita. They speak of a coming, great return, when the line between spirit and flesh will blur. One night, a hiker captures footage of glowing figures walking the ridge, armor flashing under the moonlight. And then, the ground trembles. A crack opens at the foot of the largest sleeping hill. Flames, blue and white, erupt, but no one is harmed. The earth is waking. As panic spreads, a teacher named Nyambura, descendant of Wangari the seer, gathers the people. She leads them back to the hills, singing the old songs. They do not run from the warriors. They welcome them. And the spirits rise, not to destroy, but to cleanse. The cult is broken. The crater becomes a place of harmony. Again, the hills remain silent, still. The warriors return to sleep. To this day, if you walk near Menengai at dawn, you may hear the distant sound of drums. The hills still carry the shapes of those who once gave their lives for peace. They say the warriors of Enaari wait only for the time they are truly needed again. Until then, they sleep beneath the land. And we tell their story. Because legends never die.